What's going on, guys? So I'm doing a quick voiceover here. Didn't make an intro for this video. Pretty much what we got going on is just a simple little addition to the car, kind of keep everything safe and stuff. So what you're looking on the screen here is the amplifier for my hi-fi system, our audio pretty much for speakers, and we have the Harman Kardon system as well, so that's going to be a big factor as to why I wanted to do this as well. So the silver piece, that big box at the bottom, is pretty much our amplifier, so that's what controls our audio and stuff. It's a very important piece. It's also a very expensive piece, so that piece cost $1,500 Canadian, from what I've found so far from BMW. And the black piece right above it is a air duct vent. Kind of just allows heat to escape from the amplifier and stuff because it can get quite hot in there. So the issue with this design, and BMW's acknowledged it now, and it comes on all their newer cars obviously that had this setup, I believe like with the LCI versions, not pre-LCI, or depending on the year and month that they started being made. But BMW did acknowledge this, and they pretty much develop a little part that can cover the holes there for the amplifier, and that's what we're going to be installing today. So I'll show you guys what that looks like in just a second. But as you can tell just by the diagrams here, so first the black part, like I said, is the vent. That's where air can escape, just to keep things cool in there because it's so buried in there. And with the next diagram, you can see that sometimes water can sometimes slip in, especially on a really heavy rainy day, or if there's a lot of puddles on the ground and somehow splash up just kind of gets in there. It's rare, but it can happen, and as you can see, it kind of already happened to mine. I'm just extremely lucky that there's been no damage to my amplifier so far. So that little, it looks like dust almost on the picture, but right where the arrow's pointing, you can see there's a bit of corrosion there. So I cleaned it off and stuff, but clearly some water has gotten in there already. So I'm just lucky that there's been no actual serious damage, and we're gonna stop obviously from future damage happening. So as you can see just by the next picture, and obviously like during the actual video tutorial, you'll actually see what the piece looks like properly and stuff. But this is the piece. It pretty much just snaps on. Extremely weird how it snaps on, and you kind of see how I struggle with that in the video, but we eventually figured that out. Had my pops helping again. He enjoys it. So it pretty much just covers those holes and stops water from coming in. It's not going to stop the water from coming in, but it's going to stop the water from hitting the amplifier and getting in those little cracks there. So it's definitely worth it. The piece for me, Canadian, straight from BMW, was 27 after tax, 27 bucks, something around there. So if I'm being completely honest, if it $27 over $1,500, I'll spend that money any day. So this is what we're looking at. This is what we're gonna put on. Hope you guys enjoy the video. This one's sitting right at the top, kind of in a weird place. It was hidden, but it's there. So same thing. Little groove right there. Just kind of got to get this in there and pop out. but it comes. Not talking very much, just trying to get this one done. But T40, took out the screw there. That first clip I showed was on the bottom there. Sorry, on the side here. I think that's pretty much it. I have a feeling I have to take this off. The material goes underneath. So that's annoying, but we'll take that out. And same as those previous little clips, the one I literally just showed. Yeah, screwdriver, pop them out. Without trying to break the plastic, obviously. There we go. There's two here, so there's one. There's two. And then we're gonna have to do the entire side, most likely. Oh man, that's really in there. Hold on. Oh no way! What? Hold on. Oh, that could have been bad. That was a close one. Oh shit. Alright. So there was focus. There's one more at the very back. I'm trying to not keep the camera focused right about there. That was annoying. Holy fuck. This is very fragile. Can't break this.
Do you even know how it goes?
Yeah, it literally just snaps on.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna explain how this goes in because if I'm being honest, it's not as simple as it actually looks and how everybody makes it seem to be. Unless I'm just dumb. But anyways. So based off of first look, it looks like it clips. Which it does, it technically does. But it's like a reverse clip. It clips from the inside instead of clipping onto something on the outside. So while I was struggling with it, I finally figured out that you just gotta shove the whole thing in. If you can see in between there. And the clips kind of grab the inside of it. And then when you come up, just kind of slide it down into it. And then when you get to the top here, you gotta push this part down just a little to get it in there. And then it curves at the top. So that's what grabs it. And it just kind of holds on there to protect it from water. And as you can see, mine kind of already had water getting on the inside and there's a bit more under there. So it's a good thing nothing happened to the actual amplifier because that's $1,500 Canadian. I'm really not trying to pay that. So yeah.